I am high on Gabapentin right now. My beard's looking cool. Let's take the glasses off. Bam. I'll look into the thing. I'm high on Gabapentin right now. 6 Gabapentin, 300 milligrams each. Take them once every 20 minutes. Been crying. Emotional release is good. It's good sometimes to cry the pain out, but I gotta store it up and bottle it up inside because there'll come a time when I gotta use it for my own personal growth and protection. And I feel like going into martial arts and bottling all my pain up and releasing it on other people, because that'll be my fuel for success in martial arts. Using the rage and the anger and the pain inside of me to perform well. Bruce Lee says, you shouldn't be emotional, you should be calm, but I'll experiment and see. I'll try both. Or I'll try to do it with a biased mind. Maybe the logical, a non-biased mind, maybe the logical mind will tell you to not be emotional, but my heart is like full of rage and pain and sorrow, and it's got a lot of other good feelings in it too, but there's definitely a lot of that in there. It's like I feel it inside of me. It can explode. It's like a hand grenade, more powerful than a hand grenade, like a C4 charge. That's what my heart feels like. I feel like if I were to like self-destruct like Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, I would probably blow up this room. Here's the room. Fold up bed. Walter White. I like Breaking Bad. My face tattoo, the desk, and this thing, the Xbox, because I don't have it plugged up to a TV, but I just have it plugged up into the wall. But I just have it plugged up into the wall. I have it plugged up into the wall. Is my microphone on? Yeah, it is. I have it plugged up into the wall, and because I can plug the thing, this headset up instead of using the iPhone speakers. I mean the iPhone ear set things, earphones. I could put this Turtle Beach thing in. Yeah, this is a Turtle Beach thing. See, you can hear me, right? I can hear myself. But maybe there'll come a part 2 of this video, but I might look a little crazy, but they say eyes are the window to the soul, and I'm not trying to like stare in any certain type of gaze right now, but I'm gazing into this camera. I wonder, when you look into my eyes, what do you think about my soul? I feel like the Gabapentin has lowered my walls, my release, or whatever, my like inhibitions. And when I look into the camera, I don't feel like I'm trying to hide anything, but I wonder what you see when you look at me. It's always interesting, the concept of how you appear through other people's eyes. That always interests me, Some people say I look crazy. One of my family members told me that I have serial killer eyes, but I've never killed anyone. I don't intend on killing anyone. I don't want to do that. Just for the record. But some people told me that I look like I could be a cult leader, but I'm not trying to be a cult leader. I'm not really trying to be anything, but I do feel like I have kind of like a predetermined destiny to I feel a calling to like go do martial arts, because my dad, when I was young, told me that I should go do that. He said I should go do martial arts, and that he said that well, he had a message for me. I guess I won't go into it, but I don't feel like that was a mistake. I don't feel a victim of the circumstance. I feel like I agreed to certain terms and conditions before I came into a human life in another realm, and I agreed upon the conditions which I entered, and I feel like I entered those conditions for a reason. And even though the road has often been difficult, I feel like it's teaching me something, and it's building something that's going to pay off later, like I'm in the process of like transforming or something, you know, into something great. Right now is a struggle. Right now there's a lot of detours and a lot of uh, like pain and all that, but I think it's gonna get better. I think I feel up to the challenge of you know, like working on myself and making myself into what I have the potential of becoming. I feel there's bravery and courage within me that wants to come out and that wants to shine and illuminate everything around it. You know, that's how I feel about myself. But you know, self-change is difficult, and it's a road, and it's a road that I feel like, you know, you kind of have to walk alone, because I mean, even though you got others around you that can talk to you, you know, the road you walk is like an internal road in your own soul. You know, it's like if you tune in, you can feel it in your chest. It's like the internal road that you gotta walk. And to walk that path, you know, you really do have to walk it alone, because no one can really see like your internal road. You know, that's a shadowy place. It's full of darkness, and you can only see the path that you're standing on. You know, you can't see that much behind you, and you can't see that much in front of you. Only really what's illuminated is where you're standing, and a few steps ahead of it and a few steps behind it. But as you take those couple of steps that are illuminated in front of you, you know, ideally, if you do it correctly, the path should keep appearing for you, you know, and to the left and right is a lot of infinite detours, but they're all kind of like full of darkness, you know, dark entities, dark distractions, just like twisted beings and creatures that are just there, almost just, they're a part of the game, they're a part of the life, you know, it's just a part of the game. It's like the rules of the spiritual internal path, you know, they're just sitting there, and they're, you know, it can be distractions, like drugs, critical, I know, but, you know, drugs, or I don't know, all sorts of distractions, whatever your spiritual path is, you know, like, I feel like I know what my spiritual path is, and I feel like it lies in Los Angeles, honestly. I feel like I gotta go there, but, yeah, man, I think, you know, if you're like me, then you know, like, what your potential is, you know what your dreams are, you know what you really want to do, and I can ignore it, or pretend to ignore it, and convince myself to do other things, but at the end of the day, man, I can't ignore what I feel like is my destiny, what I feel like is my calling, and my what Eastern people call Dharma. I can't ignore that, you know, because it's always in there, and it's always like burning, and even if you try to put it out and convince yourself it's not there, it's still just smoldering, you know, lightly. It's always going to be lit, and I feel like if I don't follow it on my deathbed, I'm really gonna regret that. I'm gonna have regrets when I die either way. I either stay here in Tennessee and help my family, and you know, try to get them off of like drug addictions and all that. Try to get myself off of, you know, drug addictions, which currently, you know, I say Gabapentin is the only thing I really mingle in now. I was drinking occasionally, but I really don't enjoy the effects of alcohol. I usually end up doing things I regret. So Gabapentin is what I've been mingling in lately, and my family members are into really heavy stuff, so it worries me. So it's either ignore your destiny, stay behind, help your family members, and then on your deathbed you could be glad that you maybe helped your family members, but you ignored your destiny, so you're going to regret that. And then if I follow my destiny on my deathbed, I'll be like, well, I'm great. I'm glad I took chances and lived that out, but then I'll probably, like, have regrets about not staying behind and helping my family. So it's a win-win situation, and it's a lose-lose situation at the same time. Possibly I could do both, but I gotta transform and become stronger before I take on something like that, you know. I gotta transform and become stronger. It's like I gotta turn into a Super Saiyan or something, you know. maybe I'll never reach like a Super Saiyan form, you know, like magically turn blonde, but I feel like I'm gonna evolve. I feel like there's something really powerful in me that wants to come out, and I think I can really transform myself into a mightier force than I appear to be now. I appear to be not a mighty force now, but there's something within me that can grow, and it can change me, and it can transform me. I know there is because I can feel it, and I want to get in touch with it, you know? I want to adhere the calling, for sure. Okay, well, I'm going to end this video. Yeah. Just want to say one thing about Elliot Rodger, though, because I was making videos about him. I relate to that guy, not because I've ever really wanted to like go and mass murder, kill people, but because I've felt the pain he felt, and I've contemplated suicide a lot of times, and I relate to that guy. It's a shame he did what he did, because if you look at the comments of his videos, there's plenty of girls that think he's hot, and like, you know, say that they would date him and everything. Man, I don't know, I see myself in that guy so much, not so much the like going and killing people, not so much the being rich or anything, but just as far as like an emotional thing, like, I definitely feel like I understand where he's coming from. I wish he didn't make the choices he did and kill himself and kill other people. I would have liked to have met him, and I really would have liked to cross paths with that guy. I feel like we could have been really good friends because we have mutual understandings, you know. It's a shame that he's gone and that he did what he did. I really would have enjoyed the chance to be friends with him and try and help him or something, you know. And I feel bad for the people, you know, his victims and their families. But beside all that, I'm not gonna lie, I feel an emotional connection with him. Okay, so that really is it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching if you did.